What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video on Juice and Toya.
Hey, welcome back. All right, so today, as you can see, we're at the beach. We're switching things up. We just needed sort of a mental break to get away from our normal routine, and we wanted to cover something today that's really important to us, and we really think it'll be important to you, and that's talking about mental health, right? You know, we give you the workouts, we give you the nutrition and the diet information, which is very important in reaching your goals, but there are a lot of mental battles that come with a fitness journey. That could be discouragement, it can be motivation.
Obstacles that come up in life, like every day is not gonna be perfect for you to be able to get your workouts in, cook your meals, and all of the other things.
Exactly, right? So this is something that's not talked about, but it's very important. So real quick, we're gonna give you 5 tips that's gonna really help you get through those mental battles. That way you can reach your goals faster and you'll be a lot more motivated going throughout your fitness journey, all right?
All right, let's get into it.
Let's get it.
So the first tip that we have for you all is to disconnect from your normal routine. So sometimes doing the same thing over and over again, it can get really repetitive or even boring, you know? So sometimes just switching it up, like today, for example, usually on the weekends we wake up and we'll start by doing some things around the house or getting a little bit of work done, but this morning we both just felt like we needed to just get out. So we came to the beach just to switch up the scenery. We have open air, fresh air, something that really helps me a lot when it comes to mental health. So sometimes just switching it up and breaking that normal routine.
And even if you're like a super creature of habit and you love just sort of that consistent schedule, it's good to break it. You just got to do something outside of the norm. It'll help you come back more motivated, come back more creative, with more energy, right? And then, if you obviously, if you don't have a beach to go to like we do, you can just go for a walk, go on a hike, do something outside of the norm that'll help you kind of get away from your normal routine. And so super important, very important tip, and we recommend doing this often as you need to. All right, the second tip that we have for you is to document your journey, right? So that can be in the form of writing things down. You can take pictures, you can do videos, but really documenting your journey will help you see for yourself all the work that you've put in over the course of your fitness journey, right? So let's say you hit a plateau. It happens to the best of us. It happens to me, happens to Toya, or you have a setback, you get sick, and you're really discouraged, you're not motivated, you know, that can lead to you going down the wrong path, right? But if you have some documentation, things to look back on, you can see all the work that you put in to get to the point where you are today, and that can be motivating to, you know, to not want to go backwards, to really push forward and keep pushing, right?
And I think the biggest thing with what he said was this is a journey, you know, so documenting that shows you that, just like he said, how far you've come. It's not just a short-term thing. This is a journey that you want to make a lifestyle. So journaling, however you want to keep it, is a great way to document that. And even, I mean, I brought my journal here today. This is something I use literally every single day. Something about writing it out with pen and paper for me. I don't use my phone calendar. I use a paper calendar. Having things written down, physically writing them, helps me to get them out of my body, and it's something meditative about that to me. So sometimes even just keeping a journal and writing out your thoughts, writing out what you're feeling, can help you feel so much better. So document your journey through a journal, through pictures, whatever you need to do to see that this is a fitness journey and to remind you of how far you've come.
And then one of the best things about documenting your journey is when you finally reach that goal, you get to the point where you finally are where you want to be, you can look back on all of that documentation and really look at it like, wow, I accomplished a lot. I can see where I plateaued and got over that. And then also you can show it to other people to really push them through times where they're struggling, right? So definitely important to document your journey, write it down, take videos, pictures, do whatever you need to do to really help motivate you and keep you pushing. First of all, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's like a sandstorm out here.
Santa Ana winds are not playing around today.
Sorry.
So.
But this is not the most relaxing time at the beach, but it's cool.
It's meditative.
Yeah.
All right, tip number 3.
All right, so the third tip that we have for you is to love yourself more or do more for yourself, right? We find a lot of times that, especially with us, you know, we love the gift of giving. We love giving to people.
Our time, our energy.
Our time, energy. That's just something that we enjoy doing on a daily basis. But with that, sometimes you kind of lose doing things for yourself, right? So that's very important, especially if you're a caregiver, if you're a parent, right? Or majority of your energy is poured toward your kids or somebody that you're caring about, right? But it's good to take time to really do things for yourself. Do things that you enjoy. You know, if you like playing basketball, go out and play basketball by yourself, or invite some friends, or do things that you want to do that really helps you be happy and be more motivated. And that way, when you come back to your normal lifestyle, you're a lot more, you have that balance, right?
Yep.
You have more energy and you're able to do more.
Yep, and this also goes for if you see people who are struggling mentally, or you can see that they're pouring themselves into others but not really into themselves. Sometimes just giving them that little bit of confidence, like, hey, I notice the hard work you're putting in, or I recognize the things that you've been doing lately. That can be something to keep them pushing as well. Like Julius, for example, I sometimes wake up at 2 in the morning and he's still editing, you know, and so there are times that I can see he's just giving, and just saying, like, leaving a little note on his desk to say, thank you for staying up and doing this, or thank you for putting all of your time and energy into this. Just recognizing that is something that can be really helpful and beneficial. So something else that you can do is give a small gesture. You know, it doesn't have to be anything. Like I said, the smallest thing can be recognition of, like, yeah, what I'm doing is worth it. So he will buy new cameras, he'll buy new technology, he'll buy things that, again, are benefiting others, but won't really do things for himself. So something that I will do is get him new clothes. That's something he doesn't do. So then when we go out or have to do things, he's like, I don't have anything to wear. So I've made it a habit to try to get him new clothes often, you know, so he has something to feel confident in.
Yeah. And then speaking of, this hoodie that she got me is from Cuts, and I love Cuts. This is my favorite brand outside of workout clothes. It's very comfortable. As you can see, we're wearing this at the beach. We can wear this at home. We can go out to lunch or brunch and wear this, super comfortable and versatile, right?
Yep.
And this is a color I don't even normally wear. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a pretty monochrome person. I love black and grays and white, but I actually love this little pop of color.
Yeah, this is one I got him for Valentine's Day. This is a Cabernet hoodie, an early Valentine's Day gift. But like you said, it's something that can also make him still feel confident while still being comfortable. And this hoodie is also from Cuts. So you see it's super versatile. So if you're looking for a gift for your partner for Valentine's Day, check out Cuts. Make sure you hit that link in the description. It'll save you 15% on your order, or you can just use code JASONTOYA at checkout.
All right, go check it out for yourself.
So the next tip that we have for you all is probably one of my favorites, and that is to focus your fitness journey on being healthy and not just the result. So realistically, a lot of times our goals are something physical. We want to lose a certain amount of body fat or a certain amount of weight. We want to be lean. We want to see abs, which are all great, but you can look in shape and you can be really strong, but your insides be really unhealthy, you know? And sometimes we get so caught up in that short-term goal that we forget the longevity of our health is what's most important, you know? So kind of if you switch that mindset a little bit to, I want to be healthy, the end results and that goal you're reaching for will likely take care of itself.
And if you're super hyper focused on the results all the time, a lot of times when you might not hit that checkpoint, it might make you discouraged and go backwards, right? If you're super hyper focused on that, that can lead to stress, that can lead to anxiety, which is also
things that are really
unhealthy, right?
You,
But if you just focus daily on just being healthy, make sure you're eating the right foods, make sure you're meditating, taking care of your mental space, you know, that is going to help you be more consistent, and then the results are going to happen. They're going to just happen naturally just because you're just focused on being healthy in general. Woo! Wind got me. But yes, you know, focus on the journey, focus on, you know, every day just being healthy, overall healthy, and the results are gonna come, right? The results, just trust that. Trust me, we tell it to ourselves, we tell it to our clients, just be healthy. Just focus on being healthy. All right, so the last and final tip that we have for you is comparisons. Stop comparing yourselves to others. That is a huge thing that a lot of people do that really damages them mentally, right? Comparisons, you're comparing your body, you're comparing my abs or my body versus their body, my car versus their car, my house versus their house. And the more you do that, the more you get discouraged, the more it's demotivating, right? You don't know what those people did to get that car. You don't know what those people did to get their house. You don't know what people did to get their bodies, right? You don't know their journeys. If you're comparing yourself to something that could potentially even be fake, right now you're digging your own hole.
Searching for an unrealistic goal, you know? And we both understand how hard this can be. To stop the comparisons, it's not easy, especially now with social media and everything is so public. And I went through the same thing when I was competing. I would look at other competitors and it's like, well, I'm not as lean as they are. I shouldn't step on stage, diminishing my own journey and hard work that I put in to get there, you know? And like you said, you just never know what people went through to get to where they are. There are so many things that people don't put out publicly, you know, supplements they took, surgeries that they've gotten, you know, that they don't tell you. And so you think, well, I'm working out so hard, I'm eating clean, why don't I look like they do, you know? And same thing with houses and cars. Sometimes it's fake, you know, and like he said, maybe they're putting on that show because they're unhappy, you know, and it's just, you just never know. And so the comparison can be really detrimental to mental health because you are diminishing the hard work that you're putting in and kind of diminishing your own journey, you know, the journey you take to get to your goal, no matter what it is, a physical, something in your life, a milestone you want to reach, that is your journey, and you should always be proud of the work that you put in to get there.
So create, that's the mantra, that create your own journey. You know, the people that you're following, the people that you're influenced by, they have their own journey. They have their own journey to get to where they are. You have to create your own, right? You have to live in your own truth. Whether you're someone who's faking it or someone who's trying to make it, you have to live in your truth, all right? So that's a big tip that we think is super important to really
comparing, stop comparing your own journey.
Create your own journey. That's it. That's it right
that's
there. We're gonna leave it at that. Cut. All right, so I know we said 5 tips, but we have one more bonus tip that we think is very, very important. And again, if anything that we talked about today, you know, it doesn't really help, or you just need a little bit more, the biggest recommendation we have is to ask for help, right? Ask, you know, if there's something that you're going through, if there's something that you just need some advice about, or just express yourself. Open up to somebody, let somebody know how you're feeling or what you're going through. Sometimes letting it out, or really, you know, letting someone know how you're feeling could help you in the sense that they can check in on you when you need some checking in, right? You'd be surprised at the advice that they might give you if you just really ask for help.
And that's something that, you know, especially for me, I'm a very independent person.
100%.
And there are times where if I would just ask him for some help, it would take a load of stress off. So even if it's something, you know, reaching a physical goal, hire a coach or a trainer. If you have a milestone in life you're trying to reach, hire a mentor, someone that's going to help you to keep yourself on track. So sometimes just asking for a little bit of help can make a world of difference in whatever it is you're trying to reach.
So ask for help. Just do it. All right, everybody, we hope you enjoyed this little mental health talk today. If you would like to see more like this, let us know. We really want to attack this space because, again, this is something that's highly overlooked. Everybody talks about what to eat or what workouts to do, what supplements to take, but nobody's really talking about the in-betweens, the day-to-day grind that goes into
the days you're not motivated, you don't feel like it. You know?
To really grind through those days where you just don't have it, right?
And we both have our own personal journeys of how we got into different spaces in health and fitness, or how we reach certain goals. So it helps sometimes to hear it from other people who've been there, you know? So we are always more than happy to talk about it and our own personal journeys and how we push through different obstacles too.
So real quick, drop a comment and let us know if there's any questions you have or any topics with mental health that you want us to cover. And also just express your journey. You never know who might be going through something that you're going through. You know, discuss it down in the comments, open up a chat. Let's just really make this a space to where we can kind of attack this together.
All right, so if you guys want to see more vlogs, also let us know and we'll get some more vlogs out to you all. Look out for some awesome new workouts coming soon.
We got a lot.
All right. And we're going to enjoy the rest of this sunny day at the beach, and we will see you all at the next one.